What are we doing? Huh? We happy dogs? Yeah, we're happy dogs. Yeah, we are. Who couldn't love that face, huh? Who couldn't love that face? Hey, hey, Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Tootsie, Tootsie. Critters and dude. Hey there. You're a talking little girl, aren't you? You talk, huh? She's a talky girl. All right. All right, you guys. Well, that was fast. I made a video of this large table that I'm working on and asked people to help me find a buyer for it. And Bill, wonderful guy you are, Bill Siddell, over in Paso Robles, came through. One of his peeps saw his table that I made for him and wanted a table also. So Jen, your table is in the works, and while that resin is drying, I've got another hour before it gets solid. It's a little gooey right now, just a little bit, but it's 5-minute resin. It's supposed to be able to be dry pretty soon. Now I'm going to finish sanding this table that I've got up on here now, so I can get yours on here. This is an 80 grit. I have finished the 80 grit in most places. It looks like I still need some 80 grit work here. So I'm going to keep muscling this thing around and on the stroke sander. And as soon as I get this one done, which will be about another hour, that should be ready to be the back worked. And I think I'm going to straighten this line here for you a little bit, Jen, because you said you wanted something a little more formal. I'm going to knock, this is 52 to here across that way, and this bulges out a little bit, so I'm going to straighten this just a wee bit, and that side. And then I'm going to take all the dirt off of this edge. This isn't really dirt, it's just what's left of the bark. It's called the cambium layer. I'm going to make that clean like this color, and so it'll be that color. And it's pretty smooth already, so I'll finish it out, and it's going to look wunderbar. All right, stroke sander. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I've done a pretty good job on the 80. I'm going to put a new 220 on there. I think the 220 will make the rest of this tidied up. All right. Let me push this around a little bit. It weighs about 200 pounds. Get my weightlifting for the day. This is how this works. I can show you a couple seconds if the recording allows me to. Sometimes when I design a table, I see little things like this that I think are interesting, but this one will hook your clothes and rip your shirt off. So I put Mylar and a piece of plywood behind that, and I'm going to secure this either with a clamp, in this case with a screw, to allow me to fill that void with some resin. I could just use a clamp, but a screw is better for this one because it has something on the other side that is also needing to be done. So this will make a nice little boat down there. I'll fill that with resin. I think I'm going to do the same thing here, just to have a black spot on each side instead of having a a thing on one side and not a thing on the other. So this hose is going to kill me yet. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I need some more Mylar. I keep Mylar around, little pieces for this purpose, because resin doesn't stick to it very much. It kind of will if you wipe it a little bit, but this will allow me to put a actually I don't need a dam over there, I just need this. So alright, all good. Just a couple of screws. I'll fill those in with some little toothpicks of black walnut, hammer them in and then glue, or glue and then hammer them in. A couple of screws would be nice. I have screws everywhere. Yeah, screwing around everywhere. Okay. Just put a little barrier up so that the glue doesn't run everywhere. And that is a good way to make a barrier. Now I have plugged a hole that look horizontal inside there, because I don't want my glue all escaping that way. It's not going to be visible. I have put some coffee in the hole. That's something I don't usually do. Usually I just mix it in the resin. You know, we experiment as we go and find out what works. And I know the resin is loose and it's gonna stick to that coffee really well. And I'll probably have to top this hole off a little bit. But this is my hope that we can just get this all in one shebang here. You've got a little wave in there too, so I'm probably going to have to fill that at the end of the process. But that'll sink a little bit, and I'll top it off. Meanwhile, I'll put some gloves on and do the other side. I'd rather see a black spot there and very little attention paid to it when I'm working. I don't really want to have to explain how this is a decorative element and convince someone that it is a decorative element. It's better to just err on the side of spend more money on resin and ignore it. That's kind of a better philosophy, I think, than trying to convince someone what you did was appropriate there. I hope I have enough coffee left in this other one. Got to go grind some. I go through about 5 pounds a month of coffee. Yeah, there's a little in there, just enough to color it. I'm going to top this one off too. This one had some punky wood in there. I tried to tighten it up with some CA glue, but that really, I didn't like how that turned out. So I didn't like the color of it. It looked kind of a punky orange color. Yeah, so this is a better fix for that. Woodworking is one long experiment, isn't it? Really just kind of, you never know which board is going to be showing up at your door, or what the differences are between making a satisfactory fix, because that's really what this is. This is all about how you fix your boards that don't cooperate, and how you fix any mistakes you might make, and I make a lot of them. So I'm going to go grind some coffee now. I'm going to come back and top. All right, this is my Vitamix. This is how I turn coffee into filler. I get a bag of coffee. I hope I have a bag of coffee. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. amongst all the various pantry items. This is, looks like it's been opened already once. There it is, right there. Okay, fill it up about yay high. Make a lot of noise. And then I check to see if I feel any. No, it's smooth. I don't have any clumps in there. So that is my filler right there. I think I'm going to grind one more little batch here. Save some for the old drinkability for the old espresso machine. Looks like I need to buy some. Brownies. Yum. Brownies. Just made those today and they're almost gone already. All right. I only use this for that purpose, so I don't wash it. I just set it back in there. I bought this just for grinding coffee for that purpose there. All right. Get out of the way there, Tootsie. Hey there, Blonde Blonde. Blondie and Tootsie. That will make enough coffee filler to last me maybe a week or two. See, I use it everywhere. This is the back of the butterflies. You know, you have to fill in the back to seat them because as you sand them in, you get all kinds of little unexpected voids on the. All right, this is why we use Mylar. Okay, I just pulled this off of this side. You see how glassy that finish is there? It's going to make for a real good surface to sand. Okay, check it out. This is 5-minute resin. It's been kind of dry for, I probably just got through sanding that, so maybe 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. Resin just does not stick to Mylar. So I had a little dam on the bottom. I'll finish that up and I'll touch that up. Hit this with a belt sander and then hit it with the Rotex. Yeah, this is a Rotex. It's a sander, but when you put it on this mode over here, now it's a grinder. I don't know how hard resin is to get off. It's a grinder. And this is the 220 grit. You know, I put a 180 on there and I'll blast through that, but first I'm going to take most of it down with an 80 grit on a little belt sander. All right, there's that. Mylar, use it over and over. Good stuff. I use it for the veneer press to keep stuff from sticking in case I have an overspill. These are all Mylar sheets, great big ones. So and here's one here in the bottom of the press, full of dust. See, I've got these anodized plates here that I don't want glue to stick to. And so I use Mylar down there. It conducts heat just as well. And so it doesn't insulate it. It still allows my glue to set up. 4-minute cycle on that big boy. I don't do much veneer work, but I have a ton of veneer. I've got some really good black walnut burl cluster logs. These are called rabbit footprints. Rabbit footprints kind of look like rabbit footprints, right? This is some burl from maple. I had it for 30 years. This is red gum eucalyptus. Look at that stuff. It's just crazy good. These are some crotches that I put together from black walnut. Amazing stuff. Amazing. And these are all paperbacked already. Yeah, I've got ebony, and there's some straight grain quarter sawn from the sawmill that I sent out to be cut. You know, you can't cut this stuff at 1/42 anyway in the shop.